and became nuclear families. But every festival that was celebrated, all the nuclear families would get together and celebrate that festival all together as one big family. Now, if you're wondering, why am I narrating joint family, nuclear family in a Toastmasters meeting? I'm sure by now you all must be wondering the reason. So, yes, Kharghar Toastmasters Club is a part of the Toastmasters Club. Some four pioneers with us who has witnessed the birth of Kharghar Toastmasters Club, and they are Toastmaster Sham, Toastmaster Jiganer, and Toastmaster Ajay Kari. And heartfelt gratitude to all four of you for being the inspiration, the role model, and the guiding stars for both our clubs. Kharghar Toastmasters and Agnel Toastmasters is here today to celebrate this special joint meeting together. And we have a very good reason to, because we have had four winners who have come up in the division contest, and these are the shining stars of both the clubs. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Solomon Ellis. Winner in human speech contest. Toastmaster Vidya. Toastmaster, Roman Mathello, that's myself. Winner of the evaluated speech contest. And the third winner, Toastmaster, Meenakshi. So let us all wish all the best to Toastmaster Solomon, as he will be representing us at the district level in the month of May 2025. I would now like to call upon the guests to please come introduce yourself in 30 seconds. How many guests do we have with us? Yes, please, if you can come one by one and give us an introduction. You can tell your name, profession, and what has motivated you to come for the meeting today.
Hello everyone, myself Chandra Devadiga, and I work, presently I'm in IT industry, IT company. Basically, I'm working for the IT division for an investment bank, which is an Asian investment bank. You may have heard Nomura. And I am here to improve my communication skills and learn with all of you. Basically, I have been Basically, I have 2 decades of experience almost overall. But there is something that is that lacking, maybe basically public speaking, and there is I think I need some improvement in that. Maybe I have learned few things, but I need to improve on that. So I am here. Will need your everyone's help and be happy to be here.
Our next guest.
and I work as a software engineer. It's in Pune. It's a remote-based company. A part of reason for being here is that because it's remote, I would like to have some interaction outside of it, like improve my communication, public speaking, especially public speaking, because I've been very fascinated to be at stage and speaking, but it also has a few nervous feelings while coming here. So looking forward to it and looking forward to the session.
I have done my MBA in supply chain management. Currently, I'm working at MIT India. I came here to improve my communication and also to get out of fear of speaking in front of everyone. Thank you.
Everybody, my name is Kamaj and this is my second session. So you may call me still the guest because I've not registered myself. And this is the session, it's a joint session, Kharghar and Vashi are together. It's a pleasure to see so many, the Toastmasters here. And just to introduce myself to you, as two of the colleagues at IT, I'm also from IT. Not the income tax, but the information technology. Right, so probably I don't quite probably you would find that one quite but I'm not. More than 16, 17 years of experience. Primarily I'm here to learn from all of you how better I can be heard while I'm speaking. And normally it happens that I lose my public, I lose my audience. So I'm here to learn from all of you the better technique to ensure that I stay connected while I'm speaking. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. We have one again.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ridva Singhal, and I'm a Toastmaster just like you. But unlike you, I'm from Speakathon Kharghar Toastmasters Club, which is a Siemens corporate club operating out of Navi. If you ask me why I'm here, I would say when I saw the message on the Toastmasters of Mumbai group that Agnel and Kharghar Toastmasters clubs are having a joint meeting, I thought I have to be here, come rain or shine. So without any hesitation, I messaged both Libby and Sangeeta Shruti with great alacrity, asking, how do I be part of this meeting? Do I have to tell someone? How do I park my car? And with this information, I have come to you here today. Professionally, I'm a business development manager at Siemens, and I've been part of Toastmasters since April 2021. Looking forward to learning from you, to interact from you, and just invite the role models. Thank you.
Yeah, a very good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Neeraj. I am a product manager with RBG Group of Companies. I am a COVID baby of Toastmaster. I was active during COVID times, and then now again I'm trying to get again into the same rhythm I was there. So my key takeaway during that period was I was more confident while speaking, and during the course of time I have seen that a little bit I have been hesitant when speaking on stage with the senior executives. So I want to improve my skill. So that is the reason I'm here. Thank you.
Hello everyone, very good evening. My name is Umesh Marukar. I am coming here with my friend Rambar, who again pushed me to be here. And again, this is the third time I'm coming here as a guest. And I'm really got inspired by Toastmasters like Solomon, Rowan, Rishi, and many more. And definitely, I look forward to learn a lot from you folks. There is a lot I still want to learn. There is still a lot to learn. So that's why I'm here. And I'm looking forward to learning with you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all the guests for coming and introducing yourself. I'm sure you will have a wonderful time with today's meeting, and we look forward for your valuable feedback towards the end. Now, as we know that every ship that sails in the ocean needs a captain. Today's joint meeting, we have two special captains for us. Let me begin by introducing them. Toastmaster Libby Abraham, a person I've known so full of life, enthusiasm, energy. She has a twinkle in her eyes, and every time I see her, it brightens up my day. She comes from an HR professional background for 14 years, from positions recruitment to a manager. Presently, she is a freelancer recruiter. Lily is passionate about reading, traveling, and making new friends. Libby is a Toastmaster with Agnel's Toastmasters Club since 3 years. She has taken leadership roles as the VP membership, VP education, and presently the area director for D1. Our second captain of the ship, Toastmaster Solomon Ellis, an amazingly marvelous person who has a kind word for everyone and puts his mind to everybody who speaks to. He has over 30 years of experience in admin and facilities department. He has also worked as the national head for various companies, with the recent one being Raymond. He is an avid reader and enjoys Western music. Solomon is a Toastmaster with Kharghar Toastmasters Club since August 2024. He's growing by leaps and bounds. He has achieved the first place winner in the humorous speech contest. So let us all put our hands together and welcome the Toastmasters of today's meeting.
When I was told I was supposed to host this meeting with Toastmasters Solomon, I jumped at this opportunity with alacrity. Of course, who would want to share the spotlight with the Division M champion for humorous speech? I thought I could share in this reflected glory. But before I get further into this, I want to make something very clear. If anything goes wrong in the meeting today, it's all because of him. And if things do go right, that's because he's absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Libby, and thank you, Rowan. Two of my first friends in Toastmasters. Even before I joined Toastmasters, Libby was inspiring me to help start a Toastmasters club at my office in Raymond, where I was. Since then, I have left Raymond. But Libby continues to follow up with the HR, and I look forward to the day when we'll have the first meeting at Raymond's Toastmaster Club. What can I say about Rowan? A wife, a mother, a designer, an entrepreneur, a youth counselor, and also the second place winner in the evaluation speech contest of M Division. Right. Give a round of applause. Toastmasters since October 2022. She currently serves as the Vice President of Membership for Kharghar Toastmasters. Her charming smile and relentless fun has seen a great growth in the Kharghar Toastmasters membership. And in fact, we even won awards like the Renewal Rockstar Award, thanks to Rowan.
Her most precious blessing is her family. And I believe that includes the Kharghar Toastmasters family. Yes, over to you.
So, we are extremely glad to be Toastmasters of the day for this particular week. Have you ever noticed in our fast-paced life, we are so eager to get on to our next goal, or if we have missed something, we are trying to figure out how to, achieve that thing. We are constantly in motion. Now we are in November, at the cusp of the new year that's about to come. So our minds are already busy with resolutions and plans that we're going to do next year. What I want you to do is take a pause. Let's pause for a minute and reflect on the year that has gone by. And let us count our many blessings that we would have seen through the year. Those small victories that we would have had, that very precious memories that we would have created, those very, very special people who made our journey this whole year manageable or even happy. Let us use the 3 hours of this meeting to remind ourselves of the abundance and the beauty that we are surrounded with. This meeting is where we pause, reflect on our many blessings, and share the gratitude.
In his book, A Passion for Excellence, great book, by the way, the author Tom Peters talks about how perception becomes our reality. I don't know how the year 2024 has been for you. Maybe it was a great year. Maybe you found your true love. Maybe you got a great new job or a promotion. Maybe it was a lousy year. Maybe you didn't get that promotion, had to leave a job or lost someone precious to you. But let us remember the perception. Let us remember our blessings. And let those blessings define you going forward. Whatever the year may be, let our blessings define our reality.
Solomon, when I was actually sitting down and preparing for this meeting, I had this thought. How many of us think as being Toastmasters is a blessing in our life? Yeah, I definitely do. It not only gave me a platform to upskill myself, better my leadership skills, but it gave me a set of friends who I know would be there for me, come rain or shine. And do you know Toastmasters is actually a worldwide community? It's so huge that we have got 133 districts across the world, which means about 60,000 plus clubs and more than 350,000 members across the world. Aren't we part of something so huge? Shouldn't that count as one of our blessings?
Yes.
And especially Solomon and me, I feel we are blessed to be part of 2 clubs, 2 very vibrant and active clubs like Agnel Toastmasters and Kharghar Toastmasters. For the benefit of our guests, I would like to explain what a typical Toastmasters meeting looks like. A Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 segments. The first segment is called the prepared speeches segment. Here, members deliver speeches based on their parts and on their projects. The second section is called the table topic segment. Now, table topics is nothing but a place where you can practice your impromptu speaking. Third section is called the general evaluation section. Here, the delivered speeches and the various aspects of the meeting are evaluated by the general evaluator and his team. But this particular meeting is a special one. It is a joint meeting between our 2 clubs. So we will not be having the table topic session. Instead, we are going to be having a very vigorous debate between 2 teams that have already been decided. And of course, we are going to have a special talent show towards the end of the meeting.
In our life, we are blessed with so many relationships. And I have been blessed with so many wonderful people. I think about my father. For many years, I have had a very conflicted relationship with my father because he was very different from me. He was a state level athlete. I was a complete nerd. He was a ballroom dancer. I have two left feet. And for many years, we just couldn't understand and get along with each other. But once I had a son who started growing up, I realized my son is very different from me and more like my father, which is when I began to really appreciate, and I'm so grateful that in the end I got to repair my relationship with my father before he died. And I consider his influence in my life as one of my greatest blessings. Just as we have blessings in our relationship, in this meeting, we have three blessings with us. And that is called the tag team. Timer, our counter, Remedy, TAG, tag team. So at this point, I would like to start introducing our tag team, who are the unsung heroes of every Toastmasters meeting and who's behind the scenes and constant labor help us to run a successful Toastmasters meeting. First, I would like to introduce our timer, Shashank, please come up. Shashank is an engineer by profession working for Rani Electricity. He loves to listen to music, oh good, and enjoys making new friends. He finds his most precious blessing are his children. And I will ask Shashank to explain to us his role.
Yeah. So good evening all. As I say, I have heard one dialogue which I relate more with the timer rule. So that dialogue is, most of you know about that dialogue. It's a dialogue from movie Kung Fu Panda. It was dialogue delivered by a Kung the character of Kung Fu Panda movie. The dialogue is, yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a game. And that's why it's called as a present. So to keep to make the best out of today's present, that is your time, I am here as a timer to count everyone's time taken for the session. So as a timer, my role is to keep a track of timings. So as already PM Modi's explained us, there are usually three sections, but today there are two usual sections, that is prepared speeches and evaluation, and one section is a debate. So for prepared speeches and evaluation, for prepared speeches, the time will be different for different speeches based on their projects and parts that will be explained by their evaluators. But for understanding, if we say that in general, prepared speeches have a time limit of 5 to 7 minutes. So by the at the 5 minutes time, I will show a green card to the user. For 6 minutes, yellow, and for 7 minutes, I will show a red card. So, and for evaluator, there is a time limit of 2 to 3 minutes. So similarly, for 2 minutes, I will show green, 2.5 minutes yellow, and for 3 minutes, it's red card. So for prepared speech and evaluator, there is grace period of 30 seconds before and after qualifying time. That is before for 5 minutes and after 7 minutes. But now we will come to the debate section. In debate section, actually every participant of a debate will get a 2 minutes of time for debate in every round. So at a 1.5 minutes, that is 1.30 minutes, I will make this bell for his understanding that he has crossed 1.30 minutes. At 2 minutes, we will start applause. Okay, and I request everybody to follow me with the applause so that the speaker will know that he has finished his time and there is no grace period for this section. In debate, there is another section which is called question and answer section, right? That is the last question and response section. In that section, for question, there is a 10 seconds time available for the speaker, and for
response to that question, there is a 1 minute 30 seconds time available for the speaker. So in response, at the time of response, I will bring this way at 1 minute and applause for 1.30 minutes. Okay. Hope this is clear to everybody. Yes. Thank you. And I will come here again whenever for my evaluation to submit my report.
I now call upon our counter, Rajesh. You see, yes. Rajesh, yes. He's been an entrepreneur for more than 25 years. He joined Toastmasters because of his interest in humorous speeches. And his biggest blessing is his family and living very close to his parents. Rajesh, please tell us about your group.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I started with that is what I wrote. While delivering speeches, we tend to use filler words like so we do not unconsciously, and unless someone provides us feedback, we will not be aware of it. So my role would be to track the number of filler words that we would be using. That feedback would be useful for you for future speeches. It is advisable to replace filler words with silence. That would be a better, because these filler words tend to impediment our communication. So I will keep a track of the filler words which are used by all the speakers over here. And by towards the end of the session, I will inform you. Thank you.
Up next, we have somebody who is a management consultant by profession and passionate about digital products, a lover of stories in all forms, and somebody who is still holding out for a call from Hogwarts. Believe me, I'm waiting for my acceptance letter too. When I asked her what her blessings are, she says she cherishes the blessing of freedom. The freedom to choose, the freedom to grow, the freedom to own her successes and her failures. Hashtag blessed beyond measure. Please welcome our grammarian for the day, the ever inspiring Toastmasters with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day. The word of the day is alacrity. The meaning is eagerness. The example of its usage is Shwetali accepted the grammarian role for the joint Toastmasters meeting with alacrity. The phrase of the day is come rain or shine. Meaning, no matter what happens. The example of its usage, Shwetali will be there for the joint Toastmasters meeting, come rain or shine. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. I will give my report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. So all the best to the speakers and deliver your speeches with alacrity.
We look forward to alacrity. Shwetali's report. There are some paper slips being distributed by co-host TMOD is distributing them quietly and efficiently around. Please take one. Now, what are these slips? We want to write down, there's a jar over here. Okay. This is supposed to be a cookie jar. I was looking for the cookies. Libby says no cookies for you. We're going to fill that with blessing. That's going to become the blessing jar. We want each of you take some time, anytime during the meeting, write down something, any blessing that's there in your life that's happened. It could be the girl next door smiled at me. It's a blessing. Take it forward, man. Or it could be I got a new job, I got a promotion, I got a new child. So many blessings. Please write this down. If you want to write more than one, we're happy to give you as many checks as you want. And let's fill this jar. If you want, you can write your name. If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. We're going to look, and towards the end of the meeting, Libby's going to read out a few of these, and we'll see where that takes us.
As we move on with our prepared speeches section, please remember, every speech that we deliver is a blessing. It is a chance to grow. Every speech is our gift to the audience, and it is a reminder of the power of communication. Before I call on the first speaker of the day, I would like to call the first evaluator to read out the speech objectives of the speech. Now, our first evaluator is a Toastmaster, has been a Toastmaster for 16 years. Impressive, isn't it? But not when you hear that he loves to binge watch mushy Korean movies and passionately debates the plots of the South Korean serial Agnel. Yes, you heard it right. The area M3 area director loves the South Korean stories, and it all started with QP South Korean. And as for hobby, he says he loves to pillow fight. You know, when I asked him to give me a little bit introduction about himself, he told me I could say whatever I wanted to say. So he should actually count his blessings that Toastmasters needs us to be PG rated. Otherwise, the introduction would have been something else. But when I asked him about his blessings, he said he's alive, kicking, and living his dream. That is his blessing. If you ask me, he is one of my favorite Toastmasters in this room today, and definitely a blessing in my life. The one and only Toastmaster.
So much. I went back in time. I thought like I was born somewhere. What was that? Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster, and of course the foreman too. Our first speaker today, Toastmaster Parita, is attempting her level 3 project to inspire your audience from the effective coaching pathway. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Introducing our first speaker of the day. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Parita Thakkar. Parita is a graduate with 3 years experience and is passionate about the job, which is teaching. She's also passionate about public speaking, reading, and playing tennis. Wow. And when I asked her about her blessing, she said just the students and the interaction and helping them grow is her greatest blessing. Toastmaster Parita Thakkar, I refuse to listen. I refuse to listen, Toastmaster Parita Thakkar.
With alacrity, let's start with the story. Like the ISC and ESC contest, there was a contest organized for prom. All frogs came together and they wanted to contest, and the contest was all about
climbing the top of the colossal tower. Many frogs participated, and there were many frogs who came as the audience. The contest started. There were few frogs who were in the audience started gossiping among themselves and talking. How can somebody climb this colossal tower? It is next to impossible to climb this colossal tower. But he is going to reach the top of the colossal tower. The participants were hearing all these few participants without attending could नहीं हो सकता है. Next to impossible, definitely I don't want to fall into trouble. Few started climbing the tower, stopped in between as they felt, no, I don't think it is possible. Few were just looking at the tower from down and thinking whether should I start climbing or not. Only one frog. Slowly, then focused. He started climbing the tower. Gradually, finally, no time he reached the top of the tower. Friends, what was the reason? What was the element that helped the frog reach the top and become the winner? It was he became deaf at that time and did not hear anybody who was talking about the contest. He just followed his heart. He just thought that I only want to reach the top and probably do nothing else. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, I am trying to be that frog. Now comes my story. I am reluctant to learn what other people are telling me. I refuse to listen to the people who are giving me or telling me so many things. Let me start from my school days or my college days, wherein I was a timid girl who was not able to speak to people or rather do the clear communication. Days passed by, I only was following the instruction my parents and my teachers were giving me. I was in very good books of everyone. I never had no in my dictionary. I always nodded my head for everything that everyone said. In the year 2019, I joined Toastmasters. The turning point of my life. This timid introvert girl met people who never judged her. She failed many times, but there were people who uplifted her, there were people who encouraged her, there were mentors who polished her English, and there were people who guided her to be a better version of herself. And that was a turning point of my life, wherein this timid girl transformed into a completely new me. There were many people who told me, "Kya karna hai Toastmasters join karke? What do you want to do? You never want to join any corporate. Neither do you want to start any business. Why are you joining Toastmasters being a mother of two girls?" I told her, I gave my gesture. I only did what I wanted to do. With that time, I started taking up the role. I started giving up the speeches. I failed many times. I got wonderful mentors like Toastmaster Ruben Matthew and Toastmaster Santosh Akela, who really helped me improve my vocabulary. I was really bad with my grammar, my English. I was not that great with my pronunciation as well. But I always got a helping hand. Friends, my second goal was to be a good anchor, to be a host, now that I have already been into Toastmasters. My next inspiration Toastmaster Libby and Toastmaster Vidya, who are amongst us right now. Eloquent 2024. They have made this a great success at Silvassa. Libby took care of meticulous things like designing a water bottle which could be of so much multi-purpose use. She gathered people from different clubs, different areas. She got things done at the right time, right place. Toastmaster Vidya made 100 people dance. Friends, to say this very easy. For all those who have not attended, maybe it might be a mystery for all of you, but it was never that easy to get people along. Disagreement, not liking it, there are so many things happening. But they did everything, God. It was all done, it all happened, and it even was a grand success. Taking the inspiration from both of them, I took charge of the wedding just which went by in my family just few days back. And I took charge of the wedding event, hosting it, anchoring it. There were people who were, nahi hoga, event manager raj lo. Why do you want to just show that you are too good at all this? Why don't you keep somebody to help you? I gave the 10 years to them. And I did it all myself. To some. Then we were going back always. There will be disagreements to many things. The ball should be always in your court. Refuse to listen, listen to the things that is hindering your growth. Always take baby steps and try reaching your goal. Maybe you are the frog who will soon reach the top of the class. Thank you.
We will now take 1 minute silence, timer, 1 minute silence. We can note down feedback. The feedback cards are being distributed. These are physical feedback cards.
So we take 3 and pass on the rest, yeah? We have 3 speakers.
3 speakers, 3 feedback cards. Each person take 3. Some of us are new to the physical feedback card procedure, so we would expect you, yes, particularly from Kharghar. So we expect you to hand over your feedback to the individual speaker. You can just go ahead and hand it over to them directly instead of going through some other thing. Yeah, okay, fine. Our next evaluate struck fear in my heart when I was preparing for the humorous speech contest. They said she's the one to beat. When I saw her performance, I realized they were right. Because of her incredible speaking talent. She has an MBA. She loves dancing and party. So of course she works in HR. She joined Toastmasters to meet new people and improve her public speaking. She loves living life to the fullest and says the people around her are the greatest blessings. Please welcome on stage Vidya Puri.
Good evening, everyone. My target speaker is giving his level 4 project 1 speech from the pathway dynamic leadership. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a change management plan. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of a change management plan. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. As you sit with alacrity for the next speech, I wish him all the best.
Our next speaker for the day is an infopreneur and an author. He is the founder and driving force behind GEV Solutions, which offers mentorship and business coaching to aspiring entrepreneurs. Beyond that, he is also involved with several social initiatives and is a social media influencer. I now welcome Toastmaster Agnel. Change is the law of nature. Change is the law of nature. Toastmaster Agnel.
Change is the law of nature. Pen, similar to pen. Right? When this pen is new, we start using it. And when this pen refill finishes, the ink finishes, what we do? Throw it out. And buy a new pen. Transformation. In our world, in our life, transformation is required. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, change is the law of nature. Everything we have to change. In our life, problems come. We need to change. If we don't change, we will be removed from the market forever. Similarly, there are few companies called Nokia. Earlier, I still remember when I was a child, my bus driver used to have two phones of Nokia, but now they didn't transform themselves, hence that market has been disappeared from. Similarly, in my life, 10 years back, in my schooling time, I was also known as Jaffer, idiot. That was my formal name. Because by Amir Khan, produced by Amir Khan, wherein the child who played Kishore and the Kishore Avasti, Ishan and the Kishore Avasti, he was having the same problem like me, which is learning disability. Then what he did, transform. Similarly, my case also. I transformed from my problem to become an aspiring entrepreneur. Then I completed my graduation, somehow managed with my schoolings. I did my MBA, then I completed my MCOM in business management. So now I'm in double postgraduate. And I started with my entrepreneurial journey. Along with my entrepreneurial journey, I came across Toastmaster Club. And from Toastmaster Club, I got again inspiration from Lithium Dawn and I became an author of the book. So what I would like to say is transformation is required. In any situation of your life, you face problems. So transformation is required. If you don't transform, you will be there forever with the problems. Let me just give you one small example. My favorite bird or my favorite inspirational bird is eagle. Why? Because the life of eagle is 70 years. After 40 years, it has to take a decision whether I should live for more 30 years or should I go and die. Then what does this eagle does? It flies over the mountain, sits on the top of the mountain, and with the power of its beak, it breaks its beak towards the mountain, towards the stone, breaks. And after 3 to 4 weeks, the new beak comes up. And that new beak, along with that new beak, what does this do? It plucks our feathers, and full body is full of blood transformation. And after 4, 5 months, 6 months of transformation, eagle becomes a new eagle and flies back and live for more 30 years. Similarly, in today's world, we are going through world of VUCA world. VUCA. VUCA world. What does this mean? Volatility, uncertainty, ambiguity, and complexity. Complexity and ambiguity. So if you don't transform yourself, you will be removed from the market forever. And let me just tell you one thing. I'm pretty sure in this room, there are a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs as well. If you want to become a successful person in your life, you should embrace the change and you should be an eagle forever. Similarly, as I told you, eagle removes its feathers, its beak. Similarly, you should also learn how to adapt to the change, fast growing changes. Let me just tell you, friends, earlier, our forefathers, they used to go in bullock carts. Even our children used to go bullock carts. But right now, the technology is going fast, transformation fast. We are running behind the technology. So you should adapt to the changing world. Before just concluding myself, I would like to say one thing. If you want to become successful in your life, just look for yourself. Understand the problem. Look for the problem. And don't stuck in the problem. Try to come out of the problem. I think when I was small, my problem was this with my hand. And people used to call me alien, Jabu. But what did I do? I took my problem as a challenge, converted it into transformation. That means I transform my problem into solutions, strength. So convert your weakness into strength. Thank you. Over to you.
How to keep objective for the next, because 24/7 who love product. We now have confidence and right. Our third evaluator for the day, who will lead out with the speech of the next speaker, is a 24/7 foodie who loves to try different cuisines, is a part-time consultant, and is now on a journey to become a marathon runner. He is a true mix of determination and passion. I would love to welcome Toastmaster Rishi.
Good evening, everyone. My target speaker, Toastmaster Ravi, will be attending on level 2 project lead from the pathway leadership development. The purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience by the prodigy. I must please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you.
Our third and final prepared speech of the day. Toastmaster Rashmi Kunja. Rashmi has worked as a reinsurance broker for 15 years. And for her, having a loving family, safe home, good health, and the ability to work is the ultimate blessing. Please welcome Rashmi. Rashmi Kunja, the Guru, Rashmi Kunja.
So there is a very famous saying for mentoring. A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself, said Oprah Winfrey once. There's another quote for mentoring that says, mentoring is a brain to pick and you're to listen and a push in the right direction. That is said by John Crosby. Good evening, everyone. So today I will be talking about mentoring. What is mentoring? It's basically a relation, maybe a professional or a personal, between a mentor and a mentee. A mentor is someone who's experienced life, who's experienced his personal and professional career life, and is ready to share his learnings with a mentee or prodigy who is less experienced, who has just begun their career or who may need their advice. So this relation that we are talking about can be a professional or a personal. It may be asked for, or it may just be a casual thing which happens. The purpose of mentoring is to groom someone, to seek advice, to ensure or to ask for what is the danger that is lying ahead of the path that I am walking, or is there any advice that from the path that you have walking, that's the mentor, would you want to share anything that I would want to take care of? So when each of us, when we are in different phases of life, accidentally or asked for, we all have mentors in our life. Similarly, there is a story wherein a young boy joins a factory and he is being assigned a mentor who is being in the factory working as a supervisor for many years. He worked, he learned how to work in the factory, the nuances, and so on. Becomes a very good worker. After some time, this mentor of his retires. One day, the mentee goes and meets the mentor. The mentor asks, "You seem very sad. What is the reason?" So the mentee says that, "Sir, there are many new joiners who join after me. They are getting the promotion, they are getting the hike. But I am not being asked for. I am very sad. I don't feel like working in the factory." So the mentor says, "You do one thing. You take a week's leave and then you join." As advised by the mentor, the worker takes a week's leave and then he comes. When he joins back, his supervisor says that, "Oh God, when you weren't there in the factory, it was all hell loose. There was no one to look after your work. There was no one to guide anyone on the floor. So
the supervisor also realized that he is a very indispensable asset. And with this, in the next promotion, he gets promoted as a floor supervisor. He gets a high guest. So this mentee learns the trick. So every time he feels that he's not being asked for it or he's being ignored, he takes a week's leave. He comes back. He is then again given that attention. He's liking this. So he says, there's no need to go to a mentor. I know the trick, right, to get the attention. Now what happens is suddenly he's being fired from the work. Now he again approaches his mentor and he says that, so I have been fired. What is it that I didn't hear to you? What is that advice of yours that I didn't take? So he says that you just got my first part. You thought that you need to take a deep sleep to make people understand your value. The second part is, for instance, if there is a bulb in a factory, and if it just keeps flickering, people will replace that bulb. So you have become that bulb because you have been on and off so many times. You have been replaced by someone more energetic and who can actually do your job inexcusably well. So this is what happens. The mentor's role in your life is not just in the beginning, but it has to hold your hands all throughout the journey which you are taking. Now, in my life, I wouldn't say that I have one mentor. Like everyone, we treat our parents like our first mentor, our first teacher. Similarly, I had my parents as my first mentor in my life when I really didn't know what decision to take, right from wearing which dress to carry which water bottle to carry which tiffin. So the decision making started from there. In school, I had beautiful teachers who guided me the right path till I passed out my degree. In college, I had my so inspirational professors who told me what path to take, what way to go, what career to choose. Right after college, when I was so new and I joined the corporate life, I had my trainers who later sort of turned into mentors. I had my seniors who had walked the path and who guided me how to do the right thing in the corporate life. So the journey has been through. When I struggled with public speaking, when I wanted to enhance my public speaking skills, I joined Toastmasters and I have been assigned such wonderful mentors who have been helping me to do the communication. So like we all know the famous mentors in the world that we all speak about, right? From Krishna has been to Arjuna, Dronacharya has been to Pandavas and Kauravas. In the modern life, we have Mount Zuckerberg, each of has been mentor. We have Mahatma Gandhi, who has been a mentor to him. So similarly, I hope we all have mentors in our life who have been guiding us and who are holding your hands and showing you the right path. Thank you.
Let's take a minute's silence and write down our feedback for the speaker. Okay, I now request our timer to come and share the timing report for the prepared speeches section. Please.
So, timing for debate speeches are PM Toastmaster Parita took 7 minutes 27 seconds. Toastmaster Arvind took 7 minutes 50 seconds. Toastmaster Rashmi took 6 minutes 37 seconds.
7 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5-0. Parita and Rashmi Parita.
Thank you. Talking more about blessings. Sometimes our blessings come in disguise. Today is exactly 1 year since I had an angioplasty. I was diagnosed with blockages in my arteries, and I had an angioplasty same day, 2 stents put in. My entire life changed. I had to change my diet, habits, and come rain or shine, lose 10 kilos of weight at least. I thought it was a curse. But this forced me to reevaluate my life. Today, I'm stress free, healthy, and 10 kilos lighter, and that is a great blessing for me. We now move on to our next section, one that I eagerly anticipated, our debate section. I invite on stage our debate host, Sunish Babu. Sunish Babu, please come. Sunish is an MBA in finance with more than 13 years of experience. He has a passion for public speaking, and his hobbies include reading and tennis. He thinks every breath drawn is a precious blessing. Please welcome Sunish Babu. Take it forward.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Now, before we get into the debate, I think one of the debates I would like to get is how is my name pronounced? Is it Suresh or is it Sagesh? Thank you for that. How many people here have ever participated in a debate? Can I see a raise of hands? All right. Lot of hands. And how many people who have never participated would like to participate in it? Few hands. And I see some overlap of hands. You raise hands. It's hard that this time already people have volunteered, and as you can see the names that we already have people who will be participating today. But I would urge you, next time when the VP of your club rolls out your form, be the first to volunteer, take the initiative, and do participate. Some of the people who have participated have asked me, they are debating for the first time, and they are eager and a bit anxious. So every time they will be coming on stage, I would request you to applaud loudly so that inner voices where that insecurity comes, that goes down with your end. Now, just to give you a brief introduction, the participants have been briefed in detail. We'll be having 4 rounds. As the timer explained, there will be 2 minutes for each round. So there will be team 2 is for the topic. They will be speaking in favor of the topic, and team 1 is against the topic. So one person from proposing team will come speak for 2 minutes. Then another person from negative team will come and speak for 2 minutes. And both of them will then have a firecracker round for 2 minutes. Alright. Now please help me welcome for the affirmation team, Toastmaster Ishwar. So I request everybody to come over here. Please welcome to the out of Part-1. Toastmaster Archie. Toastmaster Rahul. Toastmaster Neil. And the team will be speaking against the topic. Toastmaster Ajay. Toastmaster Forum, Toastmaster Amit, and Toastmaster Rahul. So the topic for the debate has already been shared with the participants. And before we get into the debate, please help me to acknowledge the voting judges for the debate, Toastmaster Amit and Toastmaster Vindal. I will request them to raise their hand. The topic for the debate is, should artificial intelligence generated content be allowed in educational settings like speeches or assignments? I'll just repeat it for the benefit of audience. Should artificial intelligence generated content be allowed in educational settings like speeches or assignments? Now, to kick off the debate from the proposing team, I would request Toastmaster Ishwar.
A very good evening, wonderful colleagues. Before I start off commencing speech, I'm going to give you an anecdote that's very integral with respect to the subject that we're speaking of. On 17th of December 1903, the Wright brothers, Auden and Wilbur, something like in the funny and uncanny device, or rather a vehicle, so to speak, and everyone underneath them, quite literally and metaphorically, looked at them with awe, but also with a sense of skepticism. As if looking at this piece of technology as if it's an uninvited guest to a shindig, to a party, where only the tried and tested as a place. This is an anecdote that is quite befitting to the agenda we're deliberating, because I'm taking this opportunity to try and prove it to you that AI is an integral part of institutes for education, and it is here to stay. We live in a world where anything new is seen with a pinch of skepticism. Similarly, we live in a world where AI, or rather artificial intelligence, is more salient than ever. Like anything that's new to the block, AI is no alien aspersions being cast towards it. Now, it is the next generation that is more likely to take this forward, hence there is no point in shying away from something that is here to stay. It is paramount for pupils of this generation to get exposed to this format of technology. We like it or not, it's these days a sentence that's quite used in negative connotation, have already embraced this niche of technology. It is only prudent that traditional classroom.
So in the interest of time, and I'll just re-emphasize, 1.5 minutes, the timer will ring the bell, and in 2 minutes, the timer will start clapping, and all of us will jump into clapping. So understand is listen to the bell, start Baraka. So already briefed in the briefing, so start. So we already heard from the opener, Toastmaster Ishwar from the affirmation team. Now from the negation team, I would request Toastmaster Ajay to come.
Good evening, everybody. Come rain or shine, our team won't agree with the fact, with the given topic, that AI is used in educational assignments or educational speeches. For better understanding, I would like to mention that I will list out my points, the reason supporting its points, and the overall impact. First, prevents independent research. As the topic says, I would like to bring your attention to the topic. As the topic says, usage of AI in educational assignments and speeches. I believe it is from students' point of view. Usage of AI prevents an individual to stop thinking independently. It sort of stunts their critical thinking abilities. Now, this is of most important factor when we speak of a child whose brain is not even developed yet. This this point, the stoppage of independently thinking, it is of an important factor in the case of a child. It also, second point, it also stunts the ability to do research or just go around about it and develop their critical thinking skills. These 2 points, if we put from a zoomed out perspective, I would say these points stunts or else have an impact in their long-term skill development, which is critical development. This is from a student's point of view. To conclude, I ask, would you guys allow your child to use AI and encourage them in starting their critical thinking? Thank you.
Now, the first round, both the participants have come and put their point. Now we have 2 minutes where both of them will counter each other. So go to both of them.